Okay, so good evening. So I welcome you to this third and final discussion session, live discussion session for the course, Psychology of Stress, Health and Wellbeing. So this will be the final live session. So if you have any question, you can ask. If you have any doubt regarding any of the content of this course, you can ask. Okay. So in the meantime, one or two questions were asked in the Google sheet that was circulated. Mostly the questions were related to the exam pattern. So I think we have already discussed. Exams will be of multiple choice question type. The pattern or the type of question will be mostly like the kind of assignment question that you have. But obviously, not all the questions will be from the assignment. And I think there will be 50 questions and time will be for 3 hours. I think this is the general pattern. So all the details will be, I think, communicated to you before exam, and I think in the announcement section also it will be all the details about the exam has already been given also. So I think this is a 12 weeks course and it included almost 34 lectures. We have talked about diverse topics from stress, health, well-being, happiness, so many topics we have included. So if you have any questions, any doubt related to that, you can ask me. Okay. You can use this chat box also to write your question, or you can directly ask also. So if you are not comfortable in directly asking, you can use the chat box to write your questions. So I think before any question comes up, so I'll just kind of talk about a few important aspects of this course, which I think you need to really focus on in terms of application. One is, this course talks about different theories and then there are application aspects to it. Two part of this course which are very important. One is obviously we talked about different coping strategies. We should really go deeper into it and how to apply those techniques that we have discussed. This will be very helpful because we've talked about various effective coping strategies and ineffective coping strategies and how they impact us. So whatever techniques that we have discussed, try to go hear these lectures and try to understand what are these techniques. This will be very helpful in your day-to-day life. And the second aspect that also has a lot of application is happiness intervention strategies that we discussed, where we tried to discuss few strategies which are very important in terms of enhancing our happiness sustainability. So those lectures topics were talked about, how to practice gratitude, acts of kindness, how social comparison impacts. All these things we have discussed. So these are very important topics, which is a lot of applications. I think you can properly, kind of deeply focus on that in terms of getting the crux of this course in terms of application in your life. So if you have any question, you can ask now. You can use chat box as well as you can directly ask.
Hello, sir.
Yes. May I know sir, your name?
Yes. My name is Sandhya Raghavi, sir.
Yes, Sandhya. If possible, you can kind of switch on your camera also.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can you see me, sir?
Yeah. Please tell me.
Sir, I want to know the patterns, whether it is only MCQs or we have to write on paper answers also, like essay type answers.
No, in this paper, all the questions will be MCQ type. The pattern of the question will be very similar to the kind of assignment question that you have done. So in total, we have 50 questions. I think time will be for 3 hours.
Okay, so because we got a mail like we have to write on paper, like essay type questions also will be.
There are different courses where the patterns of question may be different. Some courses have these essay type questions, but this course will not have essay type questions.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I would like to ask a question. Hi.
Please.
Hi, Dr. Sen.
Hi.
First of all, very, very nice course. I enjoyed the last 3 months with this course.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, so I had one question was again regarding the exam. They haven't sent us any center where we have to go or there's been no intimation yet. So I was just wondering, am I the only person who hasn't got the email yet, or it has not been released yet?
I think regarding center and other details, I think they will be sending. You have not received it yet till now.
No, I haven't received it
So
yet.
this thing actually we course instructor don't deal with this part because there are technical team and they kind of send all these details and arrange all these centers. But I'm sure they will be sending the details very soon. You also see in every course there is an announcement section.
Correct.
Kindly visit those sections frequently. So all this announcement will be given in those sections. So you can get updated information. Further, there are email IDs available where you can kind of send your queries. For example, if you don't get any details, probably you can send your email to those email IDs that are given in the course website. But I think it will be sent to you soon.
Okay, sure. And another question I had was again regarding the exam. I somehow missed, although I was going through every weekly courses, but I don't know how I missed on submitting the assignments for the first, I think 6 of them or 5 courses. And after that, I've been submitting it regularly. So the next 6, I've submitted it. So would that impact my sitting the exam? Because I think...
Okay, so the information that I have about the assignment is that they for a 12-week course they will consider 8 best out of 12. So this is generally the rule is out of 12 the best 8 course the marks of the assignment will be kind of calibrated for your final exam mark. Now, if you have missed more than, if you have not attempted 8 assignment, I don't know how they calibrate it. But if you have registered the exam, probably exam, I think that will not be an issue. But how that marking will be done, I am not sure because
I understand. I may get a little lower. That's fine, the marks part of it. But I was just not. I was not sure if I will be eligible to write the exam because if that is a requirement at all. So that is the only question.
If you have registered in the course, if them so probably I think that should not be an issue. You should be able to. But if you don't hear anything from exam details and other thing, kindly write to those email. There are email IDs given in the course site. Kindly write and find out.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Is it only MCQ objective paper or there will be some subjective questions also?
For this course, all the questions will be MCQ type, objective type question.
Okay. And sir, any exam tips that you can give to us? Like we should focus on assignment questions or the lecture notes?
Yeah, I think there are some weightage given to the assignment also. Obviously assignment percent is there. And in the final exam also, there will be some percentage, I think around 25% question will come from the assignment also.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir. This is Mala here. Yeah, I have got 2 questions, sir. One is since it is mandated that all the teachers or counselors in the school need to complete 50 hours of mandatory training. Okay, now I've got to believe that these courses, YM courses, are also going to be included. The first question is, would this be considered as a course for 22-23 or 21-22? That is one.
21-22, what do you mean by basically?
If the year 21-22, is this going to be considered for that academic year or for the academic year 22-23, for the coming academic year, since the exams are going to be held in April?
I think you will get your mark sheet in this this year itself.
Okay.
So
22-23 academic year.
Yeah, I think this will be 21-22. I think. Hello. कुछ technical issue है क्या?
Hello, sir.
Hello. So sorry, sir, I got disconnected.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah. So I think this will be in the 21-22 session. I mean this is because this whole course is taken in the 22, no? So
yeah, but it would be considered for the the academic year 22-23, or would be considered as the academic year 21-22?
But this is not in the 21, no. So it will be only after that only.
Okay, 22-23.
Yeah.
Okay, and the second question is, how many hours would this be considered as?
So this is 30 hours.
30 hours.
Even though lecture content is more than 30, but it is the 12-week course is considered for 30 hours.
30 hours. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you tell how to prepare, sir? Like any important topics like that?
Yeah, the question will come from all the topics. So I cannot tell you one specific topic as such. But the best way to prepare is, I have uploaded handouts. You download all these handouts because it's given in a very summarized form, all the lecture content. So if you don't have much time, at least go through all the handouts. All the contents are there in a very summarized form. And if you don't understand few things, probably you can look into those whatever you have not understood and look in the lecture itself. So because in the lecture it is explained in detail. Lecture handouts are mostly summarized form of all the contents, but all these explanations are given in the video lectures. So at least if you don't have much time, at least go through all these handouts. That will give you a lot of ideas and understand all the technical concepts. And if you don't understand few things, kindly go to the video lectures and try to find out what are the explanations if you want to know the details.
Necessary to remember
so that
names, sir?
That will be helpful. Yes.
All the names like person names.
You don't have to remember all the names, but but there are some names which are major names. Some theories. Some people might have given some theories. Those prominent names you should remember. You don't have to remember research findings, every name that are given in the handouts.
Okay.
Prominent names, some prominent names, whatever is given in every chapter. Those you remember. You don't have to remember every name that are highlighted in the handouts.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, after the exam, how long does it take for the result to be announced?
I think within 3 months or something.
3 months. Okay. Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you.
It doesn't take much time, but 2-3 months within that, I think result will come.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So I hope you have learned something from this course. So this course has kind of mix of both theoretical as well as applied knowledge. Those who are from the psychology background or not from psychology background, I think all can relate to the content of this course. And these are mostly very much related to our day-to-day functioning. Specifically, I told you because I discussed at length, especially from the applied perspective, try to understand the coping strategies that I have discussed. This will have a lot of application in your life. And especially also I talked about happiness enhancing intervention or positive activities interventions, where how to kind of we can enhance the happiness in our life, more in the sense of sustainable happiness. So we talked about various practices and concept, particularly like gratitude exercise, acts of kindness, how social comparison impacts, how to understand flow experiences in our life, how to understand about psychological strengths that we have and how to use them more and more. These things have a lot of applications in our life. Try to understand them at least, so that you can. These things will be very much helpful in your day-to-day functioning or whatever things that you are doing in your corporate, professional life or personal life. Uh, so don't take this course just for getting some certificate or something. This have a lot of application. I think you can get a lot of benefit from understanding a lot of these concepts. So try to focus on few of these things at least. That will have a lot of advantages.
Absolutely. I've already been applying a lot of the, what has been taught in the course, and I think it makes a big difference. Been trying to tell people also, and I think it's a wonderful, experience.
Thank you, ma'am. Are you from the psychology background or are you kind of practicing something now?
No, I'm a general physician.
Okay.
Yeah,
General
yeah.
physician. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, if it is helping you, I also feel kind of, as an instructor, I also feel fulfilled in a sense, at least something I could communicate. Yeah.
No, absolutely. Many of the things we don't think about it unless somebody points it out, and all the gratitude, the kindness, and the gratitude journal, and all those things they're really good. I think we need to apply those in day-to-day life, and that's what is needed. I think, especially during these times when people are all stressed out. Of course, now hopefully COVID is down, but the
Right.
last 2 years,
Right.
during the pandemic. Thank you.
Yeah, because human mind has certain tendencies. For example, it naturally flows towards complaining.
Yeah.
It is how our mind is kind of designed by conditioning, every time. So to do something which is kind of positive or something needs little bit of effort. So for example, gratitude is something generally we don't, automatically our mind will not go into the gratitude aspects of whatever we're talking about. So we need little bit of practice and orient ourselves. So then it becomes very natural.
Yeah. Especially in our culture, I think we kind of take
Yeah.
things for granted. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that thank you and that feeling, we don't really, I mean, we may mean it, not intentional. Unintentionally, we don't really go about with those thanking people and all that. And now it makes a difference when you really thank and wholeheartedly. I think it makes a difference. Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
So
Yes, I totally agree, Dr. Padma too. It has been quite a nice explanation, and application of this also becomes very important. And I've been able to do that with my students. So thank you so much, sir, for that.
Thank you. I mean, uh, if you can learn something little bit here and there, I'm not saying in a grand way things will be changed, but at least small things if you can apply in your life, I think the purpose of this course will be fulfilled. Yeah. Small things. I mean, I'm not saying, you need to be really in a grand way to do everything dedicatedly, but at least understand few things here and there, and those things. It is just orienting your mind in certain direction. Because human mind by tendency will go into the negative direction, into the complaining aspect, into the negative emotions and all these things, because this is the flow of our human mind, collective consciousness kind of propels us in those directions. So thoda sa, you need to shift our orientation in terms of thought processes, emotions. So this course was about that only. A little bit of effort,
And I
I think it,
guess,
yeah.
yeah, and I guess generally people are so tuned into complaining and being stressed. So even if they get a solution, they look at a problem for the solution also that's been offered to them. So
Right.
you need to change that mindset regarding how they can think a little bit more positively.
Right. So that is why these are called intentional activities. You need to put little bit of effort and motivation should come out. Automatically our mind will not flow in those direction. So that is why we discuss the sustainable happiness model, where we say one of the most important ways of enhancing our happiness in our life is to do certain positive intentional activities. One is, for example, gratitude or acts of kindness, small things that we can do. It shifts your perspective of your mind and thinking. And the moment your thought process has changed, your emotion also changes, because these are all connected to each other. Thoughts and emotions are correlated. Positive thoughts instigates positive emotion. Negative thoughts instigate negative emotions, or and vice versa. So like that, we can kind of orient ourselves and shift our thoughts and emotions in a direction, so that it becomes a little bit in our more control, rather than blindly just reacting to environmental stimuli. So these are some of the things that I think will help all of us in a long run.
Yeah, in medicine, we are usually taught to look for problems, right? We are only looking for problems. It's a nice thing now that positive psychology is being given so much of attention. And I think that is the need of the hour. And uh,
Right.
the course has given a lot of info about it. And thanks to you, I guess. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah.
So if you have any other questions, probably I can take that. So I think just prepare for the exam. Yes, yes.
Yes, this is Devdutt Mukherjee calling from Kolkata. I am a PhD scholar in English literature and I have also joined you. I have regularly followed everything. It was
So Devdutt, I'm not able to understand. It's a lot of echo is coming out. I mean,
so,
you can.
sir, are the hall tickets out? Are the hall tickets out?
Can you please write your question in the chat box? I'm not able to understand your voice. So probably there are a lot of echo.
He was asking if the hall tickets are out.
Hall tickets, sir?
If the hall tickets have been sent across to the participants.
Hall tickets, I'm not sure. Hall ticket दे दिया गया क्या? I think not yet. So hall tickets, I think it has not been given yet. So probably you need to wait for some time. Okay. So I think thank you, Devdutt. Yeah, so it became a little bit lengthy course, but okay, I think it's worth it, because topics are very related to our own life. These are not like technical things you need to learn and just forget after exam. These are all very simple things. All topics are connected to our own life. But I think it's okay if you all can learn something from it. That's the main message. And those who are related to the discipline of psychology, I think they can have a lot of advantage in terms of those who are doing counseling and other things. A lot of these concepts can have a lot of application in their practices also. So prepare well for the exam. Handouts को अच्छे से पढ़िए, learn all the definitions, all the concepts from the handouts. जो major theories थे, learn that their names. You don't have to remember every name, but some broad major names you should remember. But try to understand all the technical terms and some of the explanations. If you don't understand something, go to the video lecture. Then I think that will be enough for your exam. So these will be all MCQ type questions. You will get 3 hours of time. So that is about exam. I think it should not be very difficult. If you understand the concepts, I think you can answer all these questions. So if you have any question, I'll take it, or probably if you don't have, we can stop here. So I think there are no more questions. Thank you, and all the best for your exam. And I hope this was a fruitful exercise, whatever time you have devoted for this course. You learned something, apply it. Some of you told me that it has helped you. I'm very happy to hear about that. So thank you and all the best for your exam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you,
you.
sir. Thank you.